Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new gameplay video. Today, we're diving into Forza Horizon 6. Today, we're going to turn this Evo into a full drift build. First, let's tune it properly. Then we'll take it out for a drive and put it to the test. Let's see if this can become the ultimate drift machine. First of all, we need to upgrade the engine, and then we're going to max out the tune to get the best performance. Let me show you how it's done. As you can see, we have a few engine options here. For a proper drift build, we need an engine that delivers strong power in the low and mid RPM range rather than only making power at high RPMs. That gives us better throttle response and makes it much easier to control the car while drifting. So, the second engine here, Mache, is exactly what we're looking for. It fits our drift build perfectly because it delivers the power where we need it most. Now we need to convert this from a four-wheel drive drivetrain to rear-wheel drive because rear-wheel drive cars are the best choice for drifting. They make it much easier to break traction and maintain smooth, controlled drifts. Now that we've installed the new engine, it's time to tune it for maximum output. We want enough power to make drifting easy, but it also needs to stay balanced. Too little power won't let us hold long drifts, and too much power will make the car difficult to control. The engine we've chosen delivers the perfect balance of power for this build, making it an ideal setup for drifting. The engine is now fully upgraded. Next, we need to work on the suspension and fine-tune it for drifting. We'll also adjust the rest of the components to make sure the car is perfectly balanced and performs at its best on every drift. To do that, we'll first upgrade the brakes, and then we'll install the drift suspension. That will give us better control and make the car much more stable while drifting. We're upgrading the anti-roll bars to improve the car's stability. The body reinforcement is also important, so we're going to upgrade the reinforcement bars. Now that all the upgrades are installed, we also need to reduce the car's weight. A lighter car puts less strain on the engine, improves handling, and makes it much easier to control while drifting. It also ensures we always have enough power available to maintain smooth and consistent drifts. Now it's time to upgrade the transmission. I prefer using the 7-speed transmission instead of the 4-speed drift transmission because it gives me better gear control, smoother power delivery, and more flexibility while drifting. We should also upgrade the drive shaft. A stronger, lighter drive shaft improves the drivetrain's response. Along with that, we'll install a drift differential. This allows the differential to lock when we need it, giving us better traction and control whenever we go full throttle to initiate or maintain a drift. Mechanically, the car is now ready for drifting. The only thing left is to install the drift tires. These will give us the perfect balance of grip and slide, providing enough traction to stay in control while maintaining smooth, consistent drifts. Along with that, we're going to increase the front track width. A wider front track improves stability, gives us better steering response. Our drift machine is finally ready. Now it's time to work on the cosmetics. The car is already built to perform perfectly on the track, but we also want it to look just as impressive. Let's give it an aggressive style that matches its drift performance. The bodywork is complete, so now it's time to install a custom livery. Let's give this drift machine a design that looks just as awesome as it performs on the track. For a drift build, I think the Red Bull livery is the perfect choice for this Evo. It's always been my favorite, and I've always dreamed of working with Red Bull someday. That's why I'm choosing this livery for the car. Here it is, our completed drift build. It looks absolutely amazing, but now it's time to see how it performs. We'll start by taking it for a normal drive to get a feel for the setup, and then we'll put it through a proper drift test. Let's see if all these upgrades were worth it and how well this machine performs. I do want to apologize for one thing. You may have noticed the usernames of other online players showing up on the screen. I'll make sure to hide them in the next gameplay video. I just forget to turn them off sometimes. Thanks for understanding. Yeah, it's performing really well. I'm honestly happy that I managed to build such a perfect drift setup on my very first attempt. The car feels balanced, responsive, and exactly the way I wanted it to. Now let's take it into a controlled environment and see what it's really capable of. This is where we'll push the car to its limits and find out how well it performs under proper drifting conditions. Let's see what it's got. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this build and had fun watching the game. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Also, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.